Medi wa don fonya to me kokuso. Menisu wa yirme. Oh, my fear do. Hey, yeah. Yenti wa don kaisa. Wajane dafu wa baby. Dafu wa baby. Emvye miansane bay. Aina muso krumpo apome. Kaisa body no be firewood. Die. Anka bedi min China sape. Mama fan is emvye miansane. Na urawo bakumi. Meto mani antobi animo. Mini wobi ajisawa. A day and a bro. Na mafiwa.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome.
Royal lady, meta. Oh, yeah. Me bring my kume, I tell you me the chawo. Near one dance, I know the more. Cause you're my royal lady, and then make it time in Sam. Royal lady. Missing me, I tell me the job. Near what done 7 or the more, cause you're Mariah lady. Ain't in a make it time and Sam. Royal lady. Me the chow, me the Royal lady, you're my royal lady. Oh, you're my royal lady. We are my royal lady. Make it time and Sam, royal lady. Me the chow,
Baby, move wanna be a magic boom. Me ada musala muntu, and I may have you move on my sorry no move. Oh baby, move wanna be a magic boom. Let's have it. And I may have you move on my sorry no move. Opinion na gancha go figure out just a check in. Oh, mana oh banga mana. 0244 and you feel a me better man be there. Me check it out, be there. No, no, me better man be there. No, no, me check it out, be there. Yeah, okay. The whole town, Renata or the Mufua, Mubisa, Obuchomu, Wuna, Yehua, what do you need to me there, Yokozuna, while lay along here and pay in a Pawana, John. She baby, where you heavy do, Makasa, Namo for my baby take Kiku, Ayeme, who feel the Yamasha Shawa Muhu, at the moment, 101 no more than Massashu, Shamaka High, sweet, Naka Hello, your papa was street, you wear your flexible ghetto, Moana Magic, my one to be mellow, double tire was a mixing over Santi Yellow, Moso woman physical, my time, mammy there, when the superstar visit on you, know to try to get out. She be the moon who pay me imagine that. Nakupon the bubble that's a demo from one again. Canada no shagana from the Piabo day. Designers were all back with Yam the best, but start from height. 5.5, the side by side, the shaping the nice. The hips in the 36, so you kept them wide. Oh my God, man, you stole my flat. The back in the way you steady, and that's in the way you be. Bob on the way, I say be your auntie was shaky. Brown skin girl, look at the black thick hair. My brother, both for the baby, and I come on and intervene. Share. Go begin at the check in. Our Madamana, Wabankamame, 024 for onion filament. The better man, if it the check it out. Shawai, Castro under fire. I hate family, West Side Ladies. Would you be
Shit, you're dying me. Or people are my real one. Or him, mommy teach you with them. Is it any one or the kume? Shit, you're dying me. Shit, you're dying me. On a bed of roses.
Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships. Hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.
I'll lay you down, on a bed of roses. I see your door and see I come on. But you gave me a reason to let you stay. My life's never been the same since the day. Oh, I will never ever let you go. I will never ever let you go. I will never ever let you go. All the serious semano, and it's just a makumemu. Wakasem de tebiakumasu. Shit, you're dying me. Or people my reronina. Or him, mommy, teach you what then go on. It's teaching you one or the kume. Shit, you're dying me. 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 Oh, you made me so beautiful. Shit, you're dying me. Made my life so meaningful. Shit, you're dying me.
Although it's sweet to show me anymore. And mommy refer me on you now. Yet I was a sour jammy wakuma. Ready, I would die me. Never really thought I could feel this way. Man, damn, you know me though. But you surprised me. You love me in a special type of way. When man in your when you're new, can you? What can me mean your way? Oh, what day me day? What's this I'm here singing now? What day, ready, I would die me.
Shit, you're dying me.
Man, damn, dream was a me new bedroom pampen sweet.
Shit, you're dying
And
me.
so I don't you move my hand to
Shit, you're dying me.
too many, I won't go on a mean way. But what could my shaman
Made him a come in that show. Be a singing that show. Would you see come pity and shemensa? Into your neck, the Dana Mada. Oh, mammy, Chimo Yamido. Would you Jimmy so much feel strong? Yammy Pemmy one, a mania. But you gave me a reason to let you stay. My life has never been the same since that day. I never felt love this special way. Here's a keys to my heart. You take my breath away. What is serious, Shemano? And it's just a moment. What has them that they feel good was shit, you're dying me.
Ready, I would die me.
Shit, you're dying me.
What do you mean to walk on my baby? okay, cause I'm me do it.
You don't want me to
Me don't know why.
You made me so beautiful. Shake your diamond. Made my life so beautiful. Shake your diamond.
Ooh, yeah, girl, you they complete my life. Sometimes boy, you make her shy. Yes, it was up on your door. And then you made me baby. And when I get to your place, New Benjamin, baby, I'm just gonna shout that I love you. I love you. Girl, you're my everything. And I'll do anything. I'm crazy for you, baby. Girl, I'm thirsty for your love. You be the best thing I have ever had, baby. Oh, girl, I feel like crying. Send your hope up to me warning. Send the banner is still a virgin. Into me, I'm a wedding. Don't do I love you. You're my everything. And I'll do anything. Catch me, your love will be correct. I'm into my boy, and I never go forget you. Oh my baby, small love passion, maybe feel my phone when I'm in the moon. Malaka minimum. Girl, it's crazy how I love you. Miss I love you. Girl, you're my everything. And I'll do anything. Miss my boy. Baby, boy,
I love you just the way you are, my baby. Oh, make you know the shiver. No. I won't fail me, shall we, maybe? I love your imperfection. I love your flaws and your motherly affection. They say people change, feelings that fade, but my love is here to stay. I love you today, we'll love you tomorrow. Love you when we are in gray. Love you today. Love you tomorrow. Love you when we are in gray. Some find beauty in looks, others go for curves. No matter what they do, I still put you first. Some say beauty they lie in the eyes of the beholder, but true love no they mind. This one is from the other. I love your imperfection, I love your flaws and your motherly affection. My baby, they say people change, feelings that fade, but my love is here to stay. Yeah, I love you today, we'll love you tomorrow. Love you when we are in gray. Yeah, I love you today, we'll love you tomorrow. Love you when we are in gray. I love you just the way you are, my baby. Make you know
In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
I love your imperfection. I love your flaws and your motherly affection. My baby, you. They say people change and feelings are fade. All I love is you down on a bed of roses.
Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships. Hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.
I'll lay you down, on a bed of roses.
Welcome. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I will lay you down on the Bed of Roses is another edition of your favorite program, Bed of Roses. So somebody forgive me for the time, but I know because I have the best for you, and the best sometimes take time. And so somebody, tonight is your day, it's your evening. Get yourself ready, and we are going to do it awesomely. And I know that you are ready. But if you are not ready, I'm just going to give you a jiffy to get yourself ready, because tonight you are going to grab something wise, something beautiful. I want you to be ready. Call a friend to tune in to Starr Radio UK. I mean right now. Don't waste the time. I'm giving you the studio numbers is 0208 133 2257. 0208 133 2258. If you are calling from US, you are calling from Canada, is 001 718 303 2737. If you want to contribute by text, by somebody will say WhatsApp, it is 07941353132. I'll first of all take this opportunity to thank the Almighty God for giving us another day, another opportunity for us to be with you and for you to be with us. We give God the praise and we thank God. And somebody, I want to thank you for your time, for allowing us to come to your home wherever you are. Tuning into Bed of Roses is an amazing. We appreciate you. We thank you. And to those that are working behind the scenes, Sister Sandra, Sister Margaret, Sister Patient, Reverend Pastor Archie, I thank God for every one of you. I know you are there, but I couldn't mention your name. Please forgive me because of time. I don't want my listeners to beat me up, but next time I will do mention your name. So what are we doing tonight? What is the topic for tonight? It's going to be hot cake. I want you to get ready. In fact, call all the women, call all the men. Everybody needs it. We all need it. We need to gain understanding of what we have. What have you? But the curtains has been lifted. What do we have? The topic is, let me take an advert and I'll get back to you.
And lay you down on a bed of roses.
Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships. Hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.
I'll lay you down, on a bed of roses, and lay you down on a bed of roses.
Bed Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships. Hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.
On a bed of roses. Oh yes, he said I will lay you down on the bed of roses. The bed has already been laid and I want you to put you on. But before I put you on, I want to know if you are ready. Even if you are not ready, you are right on the bed. Tonight, what do we have for you? The curtains has been lifted up. The topic we have is the body of the woman. The woman's body, whichever way you will put it. We want to know, God has given us something remarkable, something incredible. Women have got something so beautiful. But some people don't even know they have it. Some people don't know how to use it. Some people don't know how to maintain it. Some people even don't know what to do at all. But today we are here to talk about the woman's body. What have you as a woman? Do you know how to keep yourself? Do you know what's the value of your body? I always say that the greatest property the Lord gave to us women is our body. And one aspect of it is that it's our treasure. But we have to know how to keep your treasure safe, how to secure it right. Some of you are not keeping it safe at all. You are just abusing it. You are just messing it up. But if you lose that, you have lost everything as a woman. I mean, your body and that particular one. I will go into it and I want you to maintain it. I want you to keep it tight, neat, and make it awesome. That's why we are here tonight. So we are going to talk about it. And do you know, I have an amazing woman of God, a blessed woman of God. Somebody, please, I'm giving you opportunity. I'm giving the phone numbers again. Call everyone you know on your contacts, those on Facebook. Please share for you. Some of you have already seen her. You have already seen her. Beautiful woman, not just beautiful, but she's got the brains, she's got the wisdom. When she starts speaking, you will know. So somebody just take the number, call somebody. Even if you can, I'm begging you to call your enemies tonight, because they will learn. When they learn, they will stop abusing you and certain things for the things that you have, because they don't have the same. That's why they're abusing you. But if they learn how to keep what they have, then they will not even abuse you anymore. So somebody, you call your enemies as well. That number again is 0208-133-2257. 0208-133-2258. If you are calling from US, you are calling from Canada, is 001-718-303-2737. If you want to send your contribution, your text, it is 07941353132. Also, some of you can join us on YouTube. You can join us on Facebook. Those that are already there, I know you are watching live. Please share the video for us. Share the video. We want to take your comments, your contribution. Please, if whatever you want to say, we are here for you. We want to do it together and we flow together. So tonight, it is time for Bed of Roses. And I'm looking at something beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, you see, I just don't like being alone in the studio. And I'm not alone, and because God has graced me, somebody will be say, because I see good things. When I see good things, I know. And I know that I'm seeing one of the best creatures of God.
Amen.
And I thank God for your life, woman of God.
Praise God. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
What an introduction. I'm baffled.
Yeah. But somebody out there, let me tell you, she's pretty, she has got it all, but your chance is blocked. She's married. So as I'm introducing her, you will know that she is Mrs. Regina Aban.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So to you that are admiring her. Yes, so please don't go beyond your limits. End it there. Woman of God, I thank God for your life.
Hallelujah.
In this invitation, and I bless the Lord for your life. You are welcome to Bed of Roses.
Amen.
Thank God for your life. I know the kind of woman you are, and some people haven't seen you yet. Some people have seen you, but whichever it is, we would love to know you more. Who is Mrs. Regina Aban?
Oh my goodness, where do I start from? This is
From
me. This is the body. The one and only, the original.
what is behind the body? We want to know. We want to know what is behind the
Right,
body.
I'm a mother of 3.
Wow.
I'm a pastor. I'm also a presenter here on Starr Radio UK.
Wow.
I'm a motivational speaker. And my passion is the youth. I teach and I equip and empower the youth through various means and avenues of educating.
Wow.
My passion is to raise up people who are equipped and ready for the
Equipped
next
and ready.
generation.
Powerful.
Because they need to know that despite their personal circumstances, life goes on. Things can happen for the right reasons, not always the negatively. So I love the youth so much. I am also a professional nurse by background, and I am a mental health nurse to be
Somebody,
specific.
I told you you are in for a blessing. She's loaded. She's loaded. You can hear from the introduction.
That's me. That's me. I hope by the grace of God, I will be a resource for somebody this
very
evening.
much. We
It's
believe
a
so. We
pleasure
believe in you, and
to
we
be
know.
on Bed of Roses.
Oh, thank you
my
very much.
goodness.
Thank you
Love
very
Rose
much.
is my favorite color.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite flower, my favorite, everything about
The
rose.
is your
It's my favorite.
We thank God that you didn't go anywhere, but you came to Bed of Roses. So we thank God for your life, and we will know. Now that we know Rose is your favorite, we know what to do.
Yes.
Bed of Roses know what to do.
Yes.
We thank God for your life. Somebody I know, please just share the video for us. Let us take it from there. I thank God for every one of you, and I believe tonight is going to be an awesome night, a night of information, a night of renewal. Some of you, a night for you to maintain that which you get. I said God has given us something awesome, incredible. The woman's body is something remarkable, but we don't know, including me myself here. We are all going to learn how to keep what God has given to us, and the one particular treasure that the Lord has given to us. Some of you have numbed the place. Some of you have overcooked the place. You have enlarged it. It's so much, but we are going to go into that as well. How you can maintain your most treasure possession. God bless you. God bless you tonight. And we go straight into it. Woman of God, I thank God for your life. But you were saying that you present on this radio. What do you do on Starr Radio? I want you to say something.
Okay, I do On Point. My program is
Point.
On Point, and we want to, as I said, we be on point. We want to be current. We want to be there influencing society positively for the right reasons. So I do On Point on Mondays from 5 p.m.
From 5 p.m. Somebody, you cannot miss it. On point. Be on point from 5 p.m. on Mondays, please. We are all tuning in. If you don't know tonight, we all know we want to be current. I don't want to be old, so that's why I'm going to tune in from now to get the right information that I need, and you need it as well. So please let us tune in this coming Monday, and I believe that you're going to be blessed. God bless you, woman of God. So we go into it. When we talk about the body, what is the body? What is the body?
An interesting topic, and God bless you, Pastor Doran, for having me once again. It's a pleasure, as I said. So the body, as we know it, it's just the physical image, the physique, what it is. That is how we're able to differentiate. Basically, there are certain genitals and certain specifications which differentiates a woman from a man.
Wow.
And those are, if you like, they are genetics that you can't change that. I know in this modern world there are other issues regarding that. Gender is now an issue. It's a topic, it's a hot topic. But we are, for the purpose of this program, we are sticking to what God designed as it is, as it was. So please don't be offended if you fall outside this definition. So God set it in such a way that there is a clear distinction between a man and a woman. So the woman's body is simply, if you like, physiologically, it's just a woman with a man with a womb.
A man with a womb.
That's where we begin with.
Definition.
It's a man with a womb, because the woman was taken out of the man, and that is how we came into existence from the biblical perspective, and that's how we were all created. So basically, that's what it is. But when we talk about the woman body, there are certain things that a woman needs to be aware of, and I think that's where we are going with this topic.
Let's go there.
Because women, as you were quite rightly saying, we are unique, we are different, we are made for a purpose, for a reason. And for that reason,
all the shapes and everything is for a reason.
And for that reason, to kind of be fulfilled and enjoyed by yourself and people around you, there are certain standards, certain things that has to be in place, certain, if you like, objectives that has to be met, and that's what we're talking about. So apart from the shape, because when we did a lot of research, you know, when they talk about shapes, we're not here to talk about shape. The shape of a woman is unique to that particular woman.
Yes.
We all come in different shapes, different colors, different sizes,
Definitely.
and that's what we are. That's what we are. But aside that, we have certain characteristics which makes us different from a man. And so when we look at it from that point of view, we are women, we've got certain shapes, certain things, and that's what we're gonna look after those things. Why has God given us those things, and what are the purposes, and what are the if you like, looking after it? How do we take good care of ourselves? So I think that's where we're going.
Amazing. I told you somebody, you know, just one definition. You see where they loaded. Woman of God, we are blessed to have you, and I thank God for your life. So what are some of the differences between a woman's body and a man's body? Just from what you were saying, it made me know that the woman is different, our body is different from the man. So what are some of the differences from a woman's body?
Fundamentally, the shape.
The shape.
The shape of a woman. I mean, if you come from where I come from, in West Africa, they have a saying that a woman's shape is like Coca-Cola bottle, and a man's shape is like a beer bottle.
Mercy on them.
So that is what it is. So the woman's shape is a Coca-Cola bottle. So the top and the bottom is shaped, if you like, top heavy, and the middle is kind of squeezed, isn't it? So that's where the shape come from. But the beer bottle is straight from top to bottom. No shape. It starts thin at the top and then just enlarges at the bottom. And that is what it is. But as a woman, you have this, if you like, characteristics. Our body is shaped in such a way that there is, for every part of our body, there's a specific function for it. We have it, and we have to know why it is there.
I think we are going to have a part two. Because if every part of our body has its function, then we will need to know. Because I will need to know what my hands is meant to do, what my eyes is meant to do as a woman, and what my mouth is meant to do. You know, there are certain things we are abusing it, or not using it right, or underusing it. So I believe that we might have to have part two, because we want
some
to
other
know.
day. Yes,
some
definitely.
other day. So
definitely. So when it comes to the woman body, basically we develop ourselves. Okay, now in this day and age, there are a lot of issues out there, and before we even dive deep, let me say, be pleased with what you have. Okay, be so pleased with what you have. Allow your body to develop naturally. Stop all this excess and extra additions of various genetic products to try and make things seemingly unnatural. You know, if it's not naturally pertaining to you, don't force it on you. I remember when we were growing up, my parents used to make us drink milk a lot, because the notion was that when you drink milk, there's calcium in it. It gives you strong bones. You will grow up big, and that is natural. Milk is natural. It hasn't got any additives or any products in there that is gonna cause any harm to the body. This day and age, women are, if you like, because of demand, women are being forced to go in after certain things that are, you know, at health risk to themselves.
Wow.
People are using all manner of creams, all manner of injections. Some are taking certain drugs in order to enhance certain features. And it is dangerous. If you're listening to me, you've got a daughter, you've got a young girl growing up in your household. Please draw their attention to the fact that these things are not good. It may seemingly seem good, but if it's not good, it is not good. And you have to be mindful of that. So as we know it, the woman's body starts with, from the head going to the shoulder, we have the breast. And then when you come down, we've got what we call the hips. And after the hips, we've got the buttocks. And so those are the things that make you stand out as a woman. Most people, well, I suppose if you go down, we will talk about the legs as well, but that's another matter. But when we look at the breasts and the hips and the buttocks, which makes us women different from a man, that's not to say some men don't have hips and buttocks, but that does not necessarily make them a woman, because they are missing the breast. And a woman's hip and buttocks is shaped uniquely. It's not, we're all different, but it's shaped uniquely. So these are the features that will make you see, if you like, instantaneously the difference between a man and a woman. No matter how large a man may be, no matter, some men may even have what looks like breast, but it's still not breast as we know it. The shape, the firmness, all those are not there. Maybe the appearance might be like it, but it's not the same thing. So we cannot call it a breast. A breast is a breast as we all know it to be. And that's what I'm saying. Be happy with what you have.
Be happy.
God has blessed you with certain things for you. For you to, you can enhance it through physical exercises, which is the exercises some people do. And you can enhance it through that, but not through products that will cause harm and introduce damage to the system. That is not good. That is not good.
Yes, I know that women, one of our advantage or one of the things that we are made for is for attraction, to attract men. And that is why women are trying and over trying to do that. And sometimes in doing that, we get ourselves into problems or we abuse what has been given to us. And as you are saying that we should use things naturally, allow our bodies. So it comes to me, is the woman's body the same? All women body the same? I believe that somebody will say, what are you saying? Because obviously we have different types of body. But I will, as a nurse, can you just go into a bit of that for us?
Okay. Can I just rephrase one of your sentences?
Okay.
We are not made to attract men.
Okay.
We are not made to attract men. If you get my drift, we are made for men. Okay, we are made for men, but we are not made, because when you are attracting, the men find us attractive.
They find us attractive.
They find us attractive. So that's okay, because that's their job. It's not our job to attract them. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's their job to be attracted to us, and for them to come and win us by what we do. By what we do, how we present ourselves, how we carry ourselves. Men can find that attractive. But if we are attracting men, I think it's anyway. So that's how I feel. That's my perspective. Someone can correct me. Someone can correct me on that. But I think we are made for them because we are their helpmate. And as I said, we are a man with a womb, so we are there to help the men. So when it comes to our body, the way we carry ourselves, first of all, a woman, we are blessed in so many ways. And if we are to look at a woman from the Bible point of view, we've got so many beautiful women that did so wonderfully for the things of God that we can look at. The examples is numerous. It's so many. But I think the common one that we know when it comes to a woman like Esther or Hadassah, the way that she prepared herself to meet her king is key. It's key. Because they took her through a lot of processing of, if you like, cleansing and preparation in order to meet her king. So before she gets there, she's had months and years of soaking and washing and dressing and creaming and oiling in order for her to get there. So when we look at it from that point of view, then as women, we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. It's not, you cannot present yourself anyhow, anyway, especially when you're going to the king. You can't just get up and just show yourself and say, here I am, to your king. I don't think you'll be accepted. Because Hadassah or Esther went through all of that for a reason. And I believe culturally that's what they were doing. It wasn't a new thing that was introduced because of her. It was something that was culturally already happening. That is why that practice continued for her as a queen in preparation to meet her king. So this day and age, you may not have servants to bathe you and oil your body and cream your body and all the oils that they had, various saints for various reasons, and they all had a specific purpose to achieve. And one thing I can testify, when I finish washing and I've oiled my skin, I like the feel of my skin. So you can imagine if you do that for years and years and years and years, what that result is going to be. And that's what Esther went through for years and years and years. So for us women, we have a task to do, and we cannot take that lightly. The woman hygiene is essential. Forget the man. We are not here about men. I know the men also have their quota. That is another chapter. But let's look at us as women. I like the idea that, you know, take care of the house. Don't worry about what visitors are going to come and see. If you take care of the house, they can only see how good you've taken care of the house. But if you hide things under, anybody walking in can see it, and you don't even have to point it. So let's look at us as women. Why is hygiene such an issue, or why is it key in anything that we do? Because when you first enter into a room, forget the perfume you're wearing, forget the jewelry, forget the clothing. People will see what is beneath that. People will see and smell it. You have the perfume on, but the moment you pass, there is another scent
following. That's what somebody called Nunu scent.
There is another scent that is telling you. So that is something we have to be mindful of. And it's easily dealt with. You see, that is where my pain is. It's easily dealt with. It doesn't matter what it is. It's easily dealt with. Unless it's a medical condition, then you must see a GP, a doctor about that. But if it's poor hygiene techniques, then this program is for you.
Somebody, did you hear that? Then this program is for you, because she is ready to give you some tips for you to be transformed. You know, because the weather in which we are in sometimes produce so much in us, and because as women we do a lot, you know, we overuse our bodies, and we sometimes have to come to a point where we have to take good care of our body. You can miss your own fellow woman, and then sometimes you don't want to have anything to do with it, because what you are receiving from them is not pleasant, and sometimes you can even pass by one and then you just want to faint. But
because these smells are so distinctive, it's easily detected. It's easily detected. For example, if you have a very strong bad mouth breath, you don't have to speak for 5-10 minutes before somebody can scent it around you. Maybe you are so used to it that for you it's natural and you don't know. But if someone has mentioned it, there are ways to manage that. Even bad breath, there are ways to manage that. And as a woman, you can nip that in the bud. You can find ways that you can deal with that to the point where it doesn't become an issue anymore. As a woman, when it comes to can I go there? Down under.
That is exactly where I want us to go, you know, because I want us to go there.
When it comes to down under, when it comes to our vagina, we need to be so careful with it. Why? Because if you like, it's our treasure. It's our throne.
Exactly. You lose it, you have lost everything.
It's our throne. So it's what you need to look after. And it is what can cause so much unpleasantness around you. So why is it a problem? It's a problem because of where it's situated. You know, you can look after the back of your hands. You can look after your nails, and there's no problem. You paint your nails, give it 5 minutes, it's dry. You can go around and there is no problem. Unfortunately, the vagina is not exposed to any fresh air. Let me use the word fresh.
Oh my God.
It's not exposed to any fresh air. So the way you look after it will determine how pleasant the scent follows you or doesn't follow you.
Your throne room. The smell of your throne room.
The smell of your throne room is key. So there are ways that we can look after it. And someone will say too, the simple way to look after it is through fresh water. Just pure, simple water. That's all you need. You don't need all these expensive cleansing and feminine products that are, you know, adding woes to your woe.
Not just to catch you, because just 2 days ago a friend of mine called me. I have discovered something. Actually, we were talking about what we're going to talk about today. He said, I would like to come and contribute. I said, okay, that would be great. So you can phone in and give what you have. And she was telling me about what she has discovered, whether it's a pill or something that you can insect it into your vagina as a woman, and it boosts your sexual appetite, and it even cause your cycle. If you have not menstruated for a long time, you can menstruate. A whole lot of things, you know. But me looking at that, I was a bit scared, because you see, there are things
hearing that alone scares me.
Because there are things that we want to overdo things, and then by the time we realize, we get ourselves into something
a
else.
Whole lot of things.
You know, because I don't know the chemical reaction and other things behind that to insect it into the most delicate place in the world. You know, to put it there for what
and
is to boost my
these
sexual
are the
appetite.
issues we have from our ethnic backgrounds. Okay, we were brought up to say you can put all kinds of things. You know, just get a cotton wool. Please, I'm sharing from what I've heard. Not that I've been doing it myself, but get a cotton wool. Put a bit of omega oil, put a bit of this oil, that oil, put a bit of Vicks, put a bit of this. Get the list is endless. Put a bit of ginger, put a bit of this, put a bit. It's endless. It's endless. And even it goes as far as put a bit of garlic, put a bit of lemon juice, this and that and that. Please, these things are not necessary. They are not necessary. Now, this woman has discovered a pill that makes your sexual appetite. So we are talking about low libido. Go and speak to your doctor.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there are so many factors to that as well. So many factors. So sometimes it's not medication you need. Sometimes you may be stressed out, or the man is not doing his work well. You know,
there are a lot of,
change some styles.
if you go to Ghana per se, there are a lot of adverts. This cream, that cream, this ointment, that ointment, this capsule, this herbal drink.
I learned there's one that's a cream that you can use on the penis that you could enlarge it for you, whichever size you want it. You just have to use.
And like the cream, there's a cream that will make it tight and strong and whatever and whatever.
Some people want it tight. Some people want it big. It is well, you know, and by the time you realize it is now fragile, it's
causing more havoc and pain and unnecessary distress rather than the results that you so desire. So let's go back to the roots. Water, not even with soap, just water. Just start with washing water. Water is clean and it's pure, and there's no harm in it. Just water. And if you want it tight, they say, me, I don't know. I've not done the research. I've not done the research. They say cold water is very good. The colder it is, the tighter.
Somebody you have
the colder, but please don't put ice. Don't do ice block. That's not what I heard. No. That's not what I heard. I didn't hear ice block. I heard cold water. The colder it is, the tighter it gets. I don't know. In the winter, how I can do that? It might be okay in the summer, especially when the weather is hot.
So, woman, if you are determined to make it tighter,
please exercise. Pelvic exercises will do.
My God,
pelvic exercises will do.
Yes, there are things that I remember a friend of mine who was just desperate, preparing herself for marriage, and she wants to do things to make things right, and then getting this and getting that, just as you are saying, and putting this there, putting that there. I want to show the man, I want to be the best. By the time she realized, I tell you, if what she has contracted is something that is something that it breaks my heart. Wow. In her quest to make things right, she rather went to get something that a disease, that the vagina is just watery. It's always, she cannot sit with that 30 minutes without changing, so it's like something else. So we should be very, very careful, just as you are saying, the things that we introduce to our throne room, the most delicate place in the world, and it has to be treated with sensitivity, please. So putting this there, putting that there is not helping. Just as we have said that, and there some people have got scent there. How do that one we need? I
will come to that. But let me share this with somebody. You see, everything has its doctor. Like if you have any physical condition, you go to your general practitioner. If you have specific conditions, and if you are diabetic, you see a specialist. If you're asthmatic, you go and see a specialist. For the vagina or the throne room, you have to go and see a gynecologist. Those are the specialists for that. Okay, so if you think there is something not quite right, don't start buying products to insert. Don't start buying, even if your libido, the sex drive is reduced or is decreasing. Gynecologists will be a first point of contact, because they are there for a specific reason. Most women don't see their gynecologist. Most. We don't, including me. We don't. We only go there when we are getting pregnant or we want to get pregnant, is when we go and see a gynecologist. But gynecologists are there for all seasons and for all reasons. Wow. And you can get a referral through your GP. Go to your GP, you tell your GP you're having this issue, they will triage you, you get to see a gynecologist.
Okay, here so in the UK. Can I just book to see my gynecologist just to check if everything is okay, just to make sure that my throne room is in order? So it can be done.
It can be done.
Okay, I don't need to go there only when there's a disease.
No. You can go there and just tell them. I mean, women generally, one thing that really troubles us. And I'll say it as it is. It's thrush, what we call thrush. And the thrush is simply itchiness there, inflammation, which is a result of poor hygiene. The GP will tell you that, not me telling you. Don't blame you. The GP will tell you poor hygiene will give you thrush. So, and if that is the case, and you have a continuous experiences of that, a gynecologist will help you to manage the situation. Sometimes the GPs might give you some form of antibiotics or some sort of cream to help, control the itchiness and all that. But if it's a long-term program and problem, and it's something that is reoccurring, a gynecologist can help. But usually it's easily treated and dealt with. So that is one thing. The question you were asking about, how do we get rid of the smell, the scent? And that is just washing, cleaning, just cleaning it. I've been told, because I went to see somebody, a specialist, you don't need to dig around it.
Okay.
We tend to dig and dig and dig. Again, another issue with our ethnicity and our cultural background. People who want to insert and put their finger and pull things out.
We need to. There's a way you say you put it there and scrape everything out.
It's not necessary. Do you know the vagina cleans itself?
Wow. It cleans itself.
That's what it does. God has made it in such a way that the vagina cleans itself. Itself naturally. It cleanses itself. Just as you share dead skin. Our body shares dead skins all the time. Dead cells fall out and new cells come out naturally. And we don't take any notice of that because it's happening without us even being aware. And that is how the vagina the inside part of it cleanses itself. If you like, it's like a washing machine. It spins around naturally, doing its things in its own orbit. When it's finished, all you need to do is to remove the debris that is on the edges of things. So you don't need to go.
You don't need to go into
the deep.
Throne, into the deep. As if you are in the deep sea trying to catch a fish. Throwing the net in there, catching something.
You don't need to go into the deep, because going into the deep,
ourselves then. We are
going into the deep may even incur more. It depends. At the time you're doing it, think of where you are. Do you know what I'm saying? Even in the bathroom, hygienically, are your nails clean? Are they clean? Because we have germs under our nails all the time. We have germs in the fingernails. So are you adding things that you're not supposed to be? They are not supposed to be there. And anything that goes into that throne room that is not supposed to be there, it becomes a threat. To the existence of the bacteria that is supposed to be there. So some of us have done over cleaning. When you do over cleaning, it creates a problem. Under cleaning creates a problem. Get a balance. Use water.
Please. Balance is very, very good. Man of God, just as you were just talking about things we put there instead of overdoing it. I know a friend of mine, for her, she said, I prefer fingering more than even the penetration of the penis. And with that, is it hygienic? Is this something that will help? Because looking at you're talking about the nails being, but that is what she feels. That is what bring her into her mood, you know. So that is her. So with that,
this one, the woman of God, you are really challenging me, but I'll help somebody.
Please help.
It becomes an individual thing. Okay, that may be her sexual. This now we've moved from the body itself. We are going into the sexual.
We are in the throne room. How to maintain the most treasure.
That might be her sexual preference or one of the sexual acts that she likes. Okay, to help her, in order for her to continue, she needs to, you can go to, they call them gum clinic. The gum clinic here in Croydon, they teach about sexual hygiene and how to have safe sex. Okay? If you go there, they will advise you. If you have any sexual diseases, they will help to treat it. So the gum clinic is attached to Croydon University Hospital here in Croydon in South London. You don't even need a referral from GP. You can walk in and they will see you. As long as they have an appointment. So if that is a preference for her, because we are all uniquely different, don't forget, we are all different. If that is a preference for her, she needs to make sure that hygienically it is well, if you like, prepared. The fingernails of the man, I'm assuming it's a man. We are talking sex here, so it's a man. So the fingernail, the hygiene of the man before the act take place is important.
Okay.
You don't want something that is contaminated.
Sometimes at the point of heat, you are not able to check certain things, because when you are on heat, and you want things done.
But this is where when you are crossing the road, don't you look before you cross. When you are crossing the road, you will look before you cross. So you know that you are about to start something that is going to get heated. Prepare.
Always prepare.
Prepare before you get there. Don't get there and then you are saying wait, because that also can be a turn off. It can be a turn off.
Please let me check your nails. Let me check whether you've got it right.
So prepare yourself before you get there. This is what you do or like. I'm also aware that the partner would know that this is what I'm about to go and do. So that's why it's good for both of you to even hit the shower before you hit the bedroom. So both of you can hit the shower. When you are in the shower, take the toothbrush and brush underneath the nails.
Because the nails is going to do a work.
So let me help you clean your fingernails before we go. Fair enough. You help clean the fingernails before we go.
She's listening, so she's getting there.
So if that is it, then hygiene. Hygiene is key. That is all there is to it. In order to prevent infection, in order to prevent any damage being done, hygiene is key. Make sure your throne room you polish it nice. Because if it was gold, you will polish it nice. So treat it likewise and keep it clean. Clean. Most importantly, wash frequently in hot weathers and as often as possible. I know cotton underwear is not the most sexiest underwear there is.
Of course.
I know. And wearing thong which digs in is another issue. It's rubbing against the skin all the time, and that can even add to your infections.
Yeah, sometimes you walk in the street, you see women putting their hand, pulling it out, and then you
it's
pull
a
it
problem,
and they pull it out again. I say, what is this? Because it's so tired that it's slipping to where it's not
and
supposed to go.
Especially when you buy 2 sizes too small.
Try to be sexy,
2 sizes too small. The whole thing is just too tight, and it's not working. And there you are, it's rubbing. Excuse me, if the skin is exactly good proportion, it's also rubbing. The rubbing and the rubbing and the rubbing and the rubbing. I mean, it's not helping you. So a good they used to call them grandma pants.
Oh yes, I think I saw some 2 weeks ago, but that one was over huge. I was saying, do people still wear these?
People do.
They do. Okay.
They do, because it is hygienically good. It is. It saves you a whole heap of issues down there, especially like we've had a hot weather today. If you have a pair of good cotton underwear on, it will serve you a long time. And cotton can even prevent this excessive smell from coming out.
Wow.
Because it absorbs it and keeps hold of it. Cotton will absorb and keep hold of it. It will not just easily let go until you take it off to wash it. So good cotton pants will do. Regular washing will do. Hydration, the drinking. You need to drink a lot of water. Naturally, we've been advised to drink at least 2 liters a day. Naturally. As for a woman, you can go slightly high. And I know people have issues when I drink too much, I become fat and all that. But instead of you drinking alcohol, any form of alcohol all the time to quench your thirst, drink water. Because water will help with the natural process of cleaning the throne room, not alcohol. Alcohol doesn't go there. It flows through a different system and it comes out. But water has a way. The blood itself is made out of water. So water has a way of getting to all the right places. That's why God gave us water, not alcohol. So drink loads of water to hydrate yourself and keep it clean.
Wow. Awesome. One more thing that I want to ask. I want to find out that licking is dangerous to the throne room. So I want to find out.
As for that one, I don't know. I can't say whether licking or not licking. Again, these things one will have to ask questions. One will have to ask questions. I've also heard that hygienically, from a hygiene point of view, it can be unsafe.
Okay.
I've heard that it can be unsafe, but I don't know. I'm not a specialist in that field. So one would need to ask their own questions to find out where you stand. But what I would say is sexual act is something that is between the 2 parties that are engaging in it. Okay. If that is what you want or like or prefers, and someone is willing to offer you, then find out if it's good or bad for you and how you can keep that act going and keep yourself safe. Because that's key, isn't it? I mean, there are a lot of things that are good for us, but not all of them are expedient. And there are certain things that are not good for us and that we mustn't even bother with at all. So it's an individual thing, it's an individual choice. If it's not, I mean, we live in a modern world, there are a whole lot of things going on. You could go, the list will be endless when we start talking about these things. But anything and everything you want to do, you have to ask yourself, one, is it safe? Because anything that is not safe, then is a price you will end up paying.
Anything that is not safe. Thank you, woman of God. And let me just give an advice to somebody. If you want to do that, make sure that the person has not eaten pepper. That is by the way for somebody. Sometimes you don't check and then they put that in there, and then instead of enjoying, it become a wahala for you.
Really?
Yes, it become a whole of wahala.
Oh, I see. Wow. Then one needs to take note. Like I was saying, if you're gonna do anything with the fingers, you need to brush properly. So if one has eaten pepper, then
make sure. Make sure. This one with more apologies to you, please, because your throne room is very delicate, and with receiving that is another thing.
Yeah.
I've got a question here. It says, "Woman of God, what's pelvic exercise, and how do we do it, please?"
Okay. Pelvic exercises is basically exercises for the muscles around the throne room. That is what pelvic exercises is. There are various forms for various parts of the throne room, but the most common one that even they teach after childbirth is when you're urinating, when you're passing urine, you stop in between and hold it for a few seconds. Then you let go, then you hold for a few seconds, then you let go, then you hold for a few seconds, then you let go, until you finish the urination at that one time. That is the most common one that I know.
What does it do when you do that?
You're tightening the muscles. You're tightening the muscles, especially after childbirth. The muscles might be loose and the flexibility is increased. But in order for you to get back to that cycle, just as the womb is contracting, so when you contract, so when you're holding, you're contracting it in. So you're contracting the muscle and then you relax and let the urine pass, then you contract, then you relax, then you let the urine pass. That is one form and the most common one. And during the course of a day, any woman can contract at any time. It's not just when you're urinating. You can also do it even when you're walking down the road. Just as you hold your breath for a few minutes, you can contract for a few minutes, hold it in, and then let go. Hold it in, and no one will know you are exercising.
Wow.
Because that is all done internally. It's not where you are pumping iron that somebody can see. You don't need, and there's no sweat. You don't break sweat, but you're doing something very good. Pelvic exercise, that's one form. The other form is the same contraction, but lying on your back with your legs slightly apart, and then as a woman, you lift off the floor slightly, you lift your buttocks off the floor slightly, then you hold it in, you contract, then you come back down, and you repeat that, as they say, 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening. You've had 20, and that's also one form of good one. I'll throw one free one in there.
Okay, free one. I love
this
that.
one is a free one.
I love that.
That one is when you're having intercourse with a man. You can again contract. Okay. Not when the man has finished and the whole thing is
already
nose diving. It's when there is some power in there. That's when you can contract.
Take the free one. I believe it's a good one. Somebody take that one. It's working.
Don't wait for when the whole thing is nose diving, but wait for when they do it at the beginning of the whole cycle, where there is power in it, where it's standing on its head.
Oh, okay.
Then you can contract and hold. Contract. Actually, from what I've heard, it's even adds to the excitement for the man.
For the man, okay.
But what it's doing is helping you physically to be stronger down below in your throne room.
Wow.
So that is a free one.
A free one. The free one is very powerful.
Buy one, get one free.
Oh, thank you, man of God. I am enjoying that. Let me acknowledge a few people on Facebook. We have Audrey. Audrey, I can see you are really enjoying yourself with that laugh. Big one. Three of them, you are enjoying yourself. And then we have Blessed Assurance. You said a man with a womb is a woman. A man with a womb is a woman. Point on there. And we have Jane, and I believe I will soon go to learn how to read some Chinese language. This one for now, pardon me, but I believe that you are also contributing to it. God bless you, and blessed assurance. That was a good laugh there. I believe that for what the woman of God is saying, you are also enjoying it, and I thank God for your life. Please, those that are there, if you are there, please comment, say, let us know what you think, bring us your questions, and I believe that we are going to go into it. I have another question here, woman of God.
Go ahead.
She says that when I shave, I itch, so I have stopped shaving.
Oh my goodness.
So
is she waxing?
Not at all.
Because keeping hygienically clean, you need to make sure you've what is the word? Bulldoze well, not everything, because again there are implications there as well. Ingrowing hair can be an issue, and it can be a problem. So not everything, with good standards. Again, everybody is different, but don't let it be a garden that is overgrown.
Garden is even better. If she has stopped shaving, then it's a forest. Forgive me, but if you have stopped at all and you are not doing anything because you will itch and everything is overgrown there, even I don't know whether you are married or not, if the man is going there, how do they find the
it's a problem.
That is going to take a whole hour to find the
it would be difficult to keep it clean as well. It would be very difficult to keep it clean. It will be very unpleasant, the smell and the sweat, because when hair is wet, it has a very awful smell, and when it's hot and you've got too much hairs, it will be a problem. You yourself, I don't see how you'll be comfortable. So if shaving, the kind of blade you're using, sometimes if you're using the normal blade, for example, maybe you might want to switch to the sensitive blade. We've got so many different blades out there now. It might even be that you might have to get the blade that is good for a man to shave with, if that's what you need. We're all different. Or people have shaved. If your husband have a electric shaver, some people, it might be an electric shaver issue. But don't say you've stopped shaving completely because you itch. Any hair that you cut will itch. If you shave your legs and it's growing, it will itch. If you shave your armpits and it's growing, it will itch. Anyway, as long as there's shaving, there's gonna be itching. But if it's excessive itching, is it a condition that needs medical attention? I don't know. Is it because the skin is overly dry and maybe there's some adjustments that you need to make to stop that unnecessary itching? Because it shouldn't itch unnecessarily to the point where you stop shaving. No, I don't think that's hygienically a good thing to do. So seek help if that's the case. If not, try other alternatives to see how best you can manage it and reduce the itching. And how long is the itching? Because everybody that shaves itches a few hours before it stops anyway. And look into it. I don't think you should leave it and let it overgrow. You are not helping yourself.
And also to add to that, also maybe you're cutting it too low, so just trim it. So that it wouldn't be that. Sometimes people take everything off, everything is gone. It becomes as smooth as forbidden somebody says that stone, smooth. So that when it's growing, obviously you'll be getting some bumps and itching there. But if you trim it down, I think that should be okay, so that you don't encounter that.
Definitely. Look to see what will help you, but to say not shaving or trimming or whatever is the best or is your solution, I beg to differ. I have another question here. I believe that is very important. Let me take it and then we'll be going to run up.
It says that anytime I have intercourse with my husband, I have a thrush after. Is it due to poor hygiene?
Could be. It could be, or it could be friction. It could be friction. And what I mean by poor hygiene, we know both parties. Are you both clean, quote unquote, wash? It's good if you can try it. It might be that both of you have to wash before you come together. Might be. But if it's friction, friction which causes the rubbing, which is what I was talking about before. Too much rubbing. And if it's too much rubbing, which is a result of something else, I'm thinking maybe it's too dry, there's no lubrication, there's no ease of access. That might be the problem. So if that's the case, do you need to get some lubrication? Recently, I was talking to one of my mothers. I have a mother. I'm a mother. I also have a mother.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my mothers, and she said, you know, Regina, these things I have to ask. Is there any problem? Because you know you can use KY gel. And I'm like, what is KY gel? For a moment, I didn't know what she was talking about. I use KY gel all the time on the ward for other things. But when she said it, I wasn't sure what she was talking about, linking it to intimacy. And I'm like, what is KY gel? She said lubrication. If there's too much friction, get a lubricant. I'm like, oh, mommy, please, must we have this conversation?
Thank you, because some of us are learning from it, you know.
So, I mean, I said, oh, no, that's not a problem. She said, okay, so that's not a problem. That's eliminated. Okay, well, let's move on. So if it's that friction, because the friction, when the skin rubs together so much, it will become sore. And it will itch. And when it itches and you scratches, unfortunately, and down under there, the next thing that becomes the process or the next thing that follows is thrush. You will itch, and you have to get help. You have to go to the GP, get some cream or something. And that is how you can, deal with it. So if it's consistently after having intercourse, please get help or get lubricant. You can get it from any pharmacy. You can get, even the pound shops have it anywhere. Get what is water based, please. Don't go get lubricants that are oily based and it smells better and all that. Get water based lubricant. It's simple, it's pure, it's hygienic. And it won't add to your problems.
Awesome, woman of God. And also to add to that, also I believe that sometimes the time that maybe they do have intercourse, if it's during just when you are finished shaving, most people, they carry the hair is transported into the throne room, and when it goes in there, it becomes a whole lot of issue, because the hair itself is something. So most time when you finish shaving, please make sure you bath and make sure that you take the excess hair off before you enter into the act itself, so that the penis or whatever does not transport some of the hair into the throne room, so that will cause you to have trash and all that. So please make sure you think about that as well. And I have one last question, and then I think that to those other questions we will have to do it another time. He said, please, what about the feminine soap made purposely for washing our under?
Okay.
Yeah. What about that?
For me, I would say that it's a marketing product. Okay. It's a marketing product. They are making huge money out of it. There is nothing that fresh lemon and water cannot achieve without buying those expensive products. And the continued use of those products has its own implications and its own problems. They will say it's soap free, but then what have they replaced it with? That it lathers, that when you add water to it, it foams. There is some chemical there. Now, is that chemical good or bad? I'm not here, I don't get monies from it, I wouldn't even name any products. But if you can use water and you can use a bit of lemon, fresh lemon, these things are natural. So a little bit of fresh lemon, just wipe here and there, put the water there, you are gone. If you insist on using a feminine wash, will be best here. Voila, oh, voila.
So please,
voila, oh, voila.
Man of God.
If it's working for you, voila, oh, voila. But generally, it's not a must-have product. Let me put it that way. It's not a must-have product. I remember years ago they used to say there were some products, a feminine wash that you could get from Germany and the continent, and those ones were very good because it had a lot of benefits.
Okay.
It will help to make things tight. It will help to make things.
I think it's one of our achievements.
It will help make things smell good. It will do this. It will do that. It will do that. And you know why those products were selling? Because certain like Holland and you know what I'm talking about. The red light zones were there, and apparently these products were being used by these women. So that was the marketing strategy, and people were buying, and people will go. I mean, I've never lived there, but people will go to the continent and bring it in buckets load, and will sell it in our communities to help, because it's the same products that women were using in a red light zone. I bought some because I thought what they are saying is true, but I used it for a while. I realized I don't see any difference from my water, so let me go back to. So it's, for me, it's not an issue. I can use my water, I can use my lemon. I will use what I need to use. Even if I'm gonna use soap, I know which soap to use. Especially when liquid soap came around. Before, we had some Lux and some Palmolive soap and some very scented soaps and whatnot. But when liquid soap came and Imperial,
you are going to let the throne. My God.
Yeah, but when liquid soap started coming, then Johnson Baby liquid soap, something that is so naturally based, and we have I'm not advertising any products, but something like Simple and Kind. It's not got soap base. These chemicals are not in there, so you can use those ones, but even that in moderation and not in everyday frequency, because all you need is water, and water is flowing in the taps all the time,
and it's free.
And it's free. It costs nothing.
And one other thing you can also do is salt. Little salt in your water to clean it refreshes that place for you. For those of you that are using vagina spray, I know somebody spray, whether she bought it purposely for that or is made for that. After spraying her whole body, she had one specifically to spray under below, a perfume for, because she I don't know. Wow. So because, and I believe it's chemicals. And even when you have a cat, so those back home, they tell us when you have a cat, just put a spray in it and it will stop the blood flowing, and that's alone the pain. So it's seeing that where the delicate place and putting that chemical there, spraying,
it's all marketing strategies.
You want a smell. A good smell.
I hear programs on certain radio stations. Sometimes I sit there and I listen to it and I'm like, are these people for real? The way they talk about discharges from the throne room, and come and buy this cream, come and buy this herbal drink, come and buy this herbal capsule, come and, I'm like, are you people for real? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Some people are just, that is all they know. But as you are saying, there are natural methods there that people can use, and you are using that. You don't even know what is behind it, who sat where and made what.
It scares me, just listening to a program where this person will come on and sell 5-6 different products, and all these 5-6 different products are meant to do certain things. So as a woman, if I want those products, I've got 5 products to go and dress my throne room with in a day. And that's from that one herbal person. What about the other herbal person and the other one? By the time I buy 10 herbal people's products, my mind is gone crazy.
Of course. And you've overcooked and make that place a soup or stew. Because the things that we are doing sometimes is amazing.
It's so unbelievable. Amazing. And all you need is constantly cleaning and washing. Keep your hygiene high. High standards of hygiene. If you have to wash 3 times a day, your lifestyle permitting, wash 3 times a day. Because unfortunately, that's what it doesn't mean that you wash the whole body 3 times a day. Even when you finish urinating and you here we have showers and all that, just rinse there, change underwear, carry on. Life goes on.
You know, we our fellow Muslims, anytime they go to the toilet, they wash that place. They keep so that the urine and the chemicals that is coming out will not stay there. So you can also do that. And the panties we wear, we want just as you were saying, we want the sexy ones, the nylon ones, and then
the lace ones, and it's not good quality lace.
It's melting the place. You know, some of you, that place is melted because of what you are wearing. So please let us.
And then we wear skin tight jeans.
Okay.
I mean, these jeggings that we have, and we pull it on. I'm not saying don't wear trousers. Don't get me wrong. Wear your trousers, but wear one that is not overly tight.
Okay.
Tight. The place is already suffocating without any fresh air.
No.
Then you are also making it so tight with this nylon and plastic underwears, and it makes things even worse.
Worse for us. Women, I believe that you have learned so much tonight, and we can go on and on and on, because as I told you, this woman is loaded. And I'm enjoying it, but you see, we're almost gone past whatever.
Yes.
But, I believe because we are enjoying you, taking care of our true home is very, very important. And I believe that every woman out there, please, you can share the video, send it to somebody. I believe somebody will learn, because there are things that the woman of God has opened our eyes to, things that we are doing or overdoing, or things that we are not doing. And there are natural methods that we can also use that will help. So let us also patronize that, and let us keep our throne room. I said it is your most treasure God has given to you. Lose it, you have lost everything.
That's right.
So somebody, let us take care of that place. It is our blessing. It is something that God has given to us. But anything that the Lord gives to you, you need to take care of it.
Exactly.
You know, and let us not abuse that place. Let us not undermine that place. But we have to do things and do it right, so that when the order and everything, I believe we'll have one day to talk about the order, because it's something that people need help. You know, people sometimes, somebody said, I don't know whether it's spiritual. I guess some people come into whether this one is spiritual or whatever, because it's so strong.
We become very sensitive to it naturally, because as I'm saying, you listening to certain radio stations, the advert alone will drive you crazy. So we become naturally sensitive to it, and we are wondering, is it? But if genuinely there is a problem, then seek help. Start with, if you like, going down the medical way. Go and see a gynecologist, have a chat, let them do what they have to do. For all you know, they will tell you there's nothing wrong with you. And then if there is, they will look to address it and help you to solve the problem. So yeah, definitely. Don't sit there and suffer in silence. Get help.
Don't sit there and suffer in silence. Get
the right help.
Okay. Get help, but get the right one.
Yes.
So sometimes we are looking for help, but we go for the wrong ones. But please get the right help. And for those of you that say you are texting me, I want to call him, but I've opened my ears to listen. So you are taking everything. I don't want to miss a thing. I have heard you.
I know.
They don't want to.
I know.
They don't want to miss a thing. But phoning in to contribute, but they are absorbing everything from you. So I thank God for your life, that you are there and you are absorbing, and I bless God for your life. Woman of God, it has been amazing.
Thank you.
Been amazing. Let's say somebody just tune in. Somebody literally just tune in. What can she take from you to home? Your final word. What can she take?
Okay. I want to say thank you so much. You haven't missed a lot, but you've missed a bit. So for you, it's special. Look after yourself. You know, make sure you're drinking well. Make sure you're eating well. Sometimes excessive spices and all those things, they are not helping us. And you need to cut down on certain things. If you too much alcohol, it's not good for you as a woman. Generally, the government standards of alcohol is there. Don't overdo it. Drink more water. Make sure you wash, you clean, look after yourself. This body is the only body that you have. If you let it go and you lose it, I don't know how you're gonna get it back. So look after it. Wash regularly, frequently if needed, and look after yourself.
Look after yourself. Woman of God says, look after yourself. You know, when we're starting, she said something that I love. You know, everybody has got their own type of body, and I would like you to know that you have to fit into your own body.
Into your own body.
Stop copying somebody.
Exactly.
Stop trying to be somebody.
Exactly.
Stop trying to be a photocopy.
Exactly.
You may be big, you may be what, but fit into your own body. It's how you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's how you manage yourself. Don't try to be like I remember a Starr, one of the celebrities I saw. He was admiring another woman that she wanted to be like her, and it's pathetic when you see what she has become. You know, it's so pathetic. People are crying for her, but literally she's still aiming, getting more. You know, so sometimes, please, it's not sometimes, you are the best person. You know, your shape and everything. Just there are certain things that you just have to balance it. You know, but don't copy anybody.
Definitely.
Don't copy anybody. Don't let people intimidate you because of your body. Fit into your own body. Work out your own body, and I believe
enjoy what you have.
You enjoy what you have. You know, please. And women, let us not overdo things, and let us not intimidate other women to be like us. We are all different. We like the varieties, and let's respect everything in their everybody in their own body. You may be fat, please respect the tiny one. The tiny one respect the fat one. Let us work in harmony. Those that want to tone down. Those that want to maintain it. Those that want to do whatever, please. Let us not overdo things and then get ourselves in trouble. But I believe that there is a part 2. But we'll see about that.
Yes.
Talking about the different types of the body, what you use it for. Even sexually, there are things that you can put in your hands, what you can do with your hands, your eyes, your nose. And I believe that woman of God has got their paw to give us. So, but I believe that
we will get there. We will get there.
To come and give us that ditto apple. And I thank God for your life. Woman of God, I want to say thank you once again. I want to say thank you. Diplomatic, you are waving and saying hi. Unfortunately, we are going off now, but the video is still there. You can watch it. You can acknowledge. I thank God for your life, and to every one of you that has stayed online, please share the video, share the video, share the video. Let somebody watch it. You will save a home. You will save a life. And I believe that tonight we have had it all. Woman of God, once again, thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
And to all of you there, tomorrow is Sunday. I want to remind you, don't stay home. Don't go to a Bible believing church, fellowship with one another. Let us get ourselves equipped. Let us get our spiritual food. And I believe if you don't have anywhere to go, I have somewhere to invite you to Liberty Life Evangelistic Ministry, and where we are building a lasting family for the Lord. A lasting family for the Lord. And if you are closer to Mrs. Aban's church, please, you can invite somebody to visit.
Yeah, we meet in Clapham Common, or Clapham Common Old Town. Postcode is SW40DE. Our time starts at 3. It's 3 p.m. sharp.
Sharp. Okay, sharp. Somebody you heard it too. It's sharp. So please don't make up your own time. Sometimes we
3
think,
p.m. sharp.
It's a different place. Don't. And what I also want to say that, and tomorrow, to those of you from Liberty Life listening, tomorrow we are starting at 1:45. You are not coming there at 3:45. You are coming there or 2:45. You are coming at 1:45, and I believe that we are doing this to the glory of God.
Amen.
And somebody, I'm inviting you to Liberty Life. I'll put my number there, so if there be anything you want us to talk about, some of you, I know you have a lot to say, but you cannot say it on air. You have it private matters. We are still here for you. If you want me to link you up to the woman of God, please call me. I will link you up straight away, and everything will be well, and everything is well. Thank you very much for tuning in to Starr Radio and your favorite program, Bed of Roses. Stay tuned until we come your way again next week. Is bye-bye for now.
Goodbye from me.
And lay you down on a bed of roses.
Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses, Bed of Roses. Voices of Esther brings you Bed of Roses this and every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Join our panel of experts to discuss issues within your relationships, hosted by Doreen, you will be motivated and equipped to handle issues within your relationships. Remember, it is Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT. Don't miss it.